Hi guys. So I have seen a lot of questions about getting fonts from the internet. People that are generally new to Silhouette aren't really sure how to work with fonts that aren't already installed on their computer. So for an example today, I'm going to use this free font bundle that the Hungry JPEG has. It's just this week, but anytime you can go to the Hungry JPEG's website and they have some freebies and weekly freebies. And so I've gone to this week's freebie and I'm going to click download. And so it's going to ask me where I want to download this to. I'm going to click downloads and save. So this file is going to save down to that folder. Okay, so now that our bundle has been downloaded, we're going to open up our File Explorer, and I'm going to go to my Downloads folder, and you can see here is the bundle. You'll notice that it says zipped. You'll also notice that the icon has a zipper through it. So what that means is we need to extract it. So if you go up here, it says Compress Folder Tools, and you click Extract, and then Extract All. It's going to ask you where you want this extracted folder to go, and this is going to go in the same folder under Downloads. I'm going to click Extract, so we just wait a minute for that to take place. Okay, so now that our folder has extracted, we are going to click on the new folder. You'll notice there's no zipper on there, it doesn't say .zip. I'm going to double click to open that, and then I'm going to double click where it says the Hungry JPEG Free Font Bundle. This one up here would be if you were on a Mac computer. You can just ignore it on a Windows computer. I'm going to double click that. We have our documentation. It's going to have your license and some guides sometimes that come along with that. But we want to open the font folder. So Hungry JPEG works in a neat way. They have a quick install, which is going to give a list of all of the fonts. So these are all of the fonts that are available in this bundle. But let's say you already have one or two of those fonts. Sometimes that'll happen with a bundle. You can go in for each individual font. But because I do have the quick install, so there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can install fonts one at a time. You can click on the font and then right click and then install. And so that's going to install that one font onto your computer. The other thing you can do is click on the first one and then click on the last one, and now hold down the shift key while you do that. So click the first one on the list, hold down the shift key, and click the last one on the list, and it will select all of them. And then right click and install. So that's going to install all of those fonts onto the computer. And so then you have each one. So what you need to do after this is to use these in Silhouette Studio. If Silhouette Studio program is already up and running, you need to close it out. You have to restart the program in order to initialize these fonts. So if you're in the program and you're designing and you need a font and you go download it, you're going to have to save what you're working on, close out the program, and restart. And this is just an old laptop that I use when I need to show PC tutorials. So I only have Basic Edition on here, but it's going to work for what we need to do. So once you open your Silhouette Studio and you want to type something, we're still initializing. Like I said, I don't use it very much on here, so it just takes a minute. So let's go back and look at a name of one of these fonts. So Halsey. So let's use something with the Halsey font. So you go into Silhouette Studio and you can type your word or your phrase. Let's do I love fonts. Okay, so you see it's in your default font. Let's change the color so that we can see what we're doing. Take these cut lines and make them transparent. So we want the Halsey font. So I'm going to go over here on the right and click on my text style. And then you have your list of fonts. You can go in here and type in the name of your font if you know what it is. And click it, and there we go. We have our Halsey font. You can also scroll through the list if you're not exactly sure, and it will show you previews of what your fonts are going to look like. Now, not all of these fonts are in that bundle. I have a few other fonts on this computer, but you can see how you can go through and change your font. And that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks, guys.